Hey, Dave?
Yeah, singer.
You know, this is funny, but we actually have Broadway Joe online, right now.
Wow. Broadway Joe who? What does that mean?
No, Joe Namath.
I'm talking about the who could replace him right now. I don't know.
No. Joe Namath is online,
The Joe Namath, you're telling me, is calling into the show right now.
Yeah, he sounds a little...
He sounds what? Is it Joe Namath on the phone or no?
It's Joe Namath, but he sounds just funny. That's all.
Sounds funny.
Just be aware.
All right, enough said. Let me talk to him right now. Let's see if this is really him. Is this the Joe Namath?
Dave, I couldn't care less about the team struggling.
We're not talking about a team struggling. Is this Joe Namath?
We can improve. Chad Pennington, our quarterback, he's a quality, classy guy.
Oh, you're talking about the New York Jets then, your former team, Joe.
We're looking to next season. We're looking to make... Dave, I want to kiss you.
Well, I don't know about that.
You're a quality, classy guy with a nice touch on the football. You're a passer, not a thrower.
Right.
And you have a touch on the foot. Look, I believe everything that anybody else who has watched Chad play impresses me, the same thing that impresses them.
I didn't bring up Chad Pennington, but very well. Continue with your thoughts about him.
His mind is ahead
It's very confusing.
of what the defense is. And if the Jets, look, I don't care who their coach is, if it's Bill Belichick or Eric Mangina.
I don't think that's his name. I hate to be inappropriate.
If the Jets support him, they will win the championship. That's a classy guy.
I hope you don't mind me asking because I'm thrilled. You know, I don't know if you realize this, Joe. We're from the same part of the world. We're both from...
I could care less. I want to kiss you.
Okay, well, can I ask you a question if you don't mind? Have you, I don't want to be insensitive, but have you been drinking at all today?
Look, are you asking me if I'm under the influence?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what I'm asking.
Dave, I guarantee I only had a couple of sandwiches today.
Oh, well, that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about whether or not you've been drinking today.
Yeah, like I said, I had about 11 barley sandwiches.
Oh, barley sandwiches, I see. Well, it might be a good idea to put a little other kind of food on your belly, it sounds like.
I just want to kiss you.
Yeah. Well, what do you think, Joe, what do you think about the Patriots? What about their chances of running the table here and going undefeated this season?
Look, I guarantee last night you could see the chinks in their armor, especially of Bill Belichick. He's a quality, classy guy.
Yeah, definitely. Now,
Tom Brady he's a passer, not a thrower, but he's a quality, classy guy that's got a touch on the football. His mind is ahead of what the defense... Look, I couldn't care less about the Patriots struggling.
well,
What we know is they can improve.
yeah, that's true. Joe, now you're a noted ladies' man, if I'm not mistaken. You made quite a scene back in Manhattan in your prime, right?
If I could see you now, I just want to kiss you.
No, I don't know about that. But speaking of that sort of thing, Tom Brady, who we were just talking about, I'm sure you remember, we were just talking about him not 2 minutes ago. He's what?
He's a passer, not a thrower. And he struggled in the beginning, but I think anything that you believe about him is the same thing that impresses me.
You sure it wasn't more than 11 barley sandwiches there, Joe?
His mind is ahead of what the defense is. Ahead.
Now, Tom Brady, I've been talking about this during the show. He dumped Bridget Moynihan, the actress, in favor of Gisele Bündchen. Like I said, you probably had your pick of the ladies back in the day. Who would you go with, Bridget Moynihan or Gisele Bündchen?
Look, Gisele Bündchen is a quality, classy lady, but I have to give it up with Bridget. She's
Foxy?
care less about Tom Brady's love life struggling. What we know is he can improve.
I don't know.
Want to kiss her.
Yeah. Well, what about this, Joe?
I just want to kiss you.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you. I'm flattered by that. Hey, Joe, why? Can I just ask? What was the reason for the call? What made you think to call into the show? Not to say I'm not flattered that you decided to do so.
The writing's on the wall, Dave. Kornheiser is out.
Uh-huh.
I thought that the OJ, you know.
Right, you worked with O.J. Simpson in the Monday Night Football booth.
He's not a runner as he is a dancer.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's true. How was he to work with?
His mind is ahead of what the defense is, criminal or in pro ball.
Well, listen, Joe.
Look, I think Mangina and his team are doing a hell of a job there.
I don't think anyone could argue with that. Now, Joe, will you do me a favor? I'm thrilled to have you on the line.
This is all about the playoffs.
What is?
Paul Bear Bryant.
We weren't talking about
in
him.
Alabama, and you asked if they were going to enter the playoffs.
I didn't remember that. Yeah, you're probably right. I probably did forget that I asked you that.
I couldn't care less about the Crimson Tide struggling. What we know is, look, I believe everything that anybody else who has watched Alabama play impresses me.
Uh-huh.
The same thing to you as impresses me.
Can't argue with that.
They're a quality, classy team.
Joe, will you do me a favor? Stay on the line, because I think it'd be fun for people to get a chance to know you. Matter of fact, Singer, do we have anything we could do if we get somebody on the line? I'm sure it'd be a thrill to sort of play some trivia, because Joe obviously still has kept abreast of everything NFL.
I couldn't play anymore.
Yeah, we have some tickets for the John Wooden Classic.
Ooh, la la, that's
Saturday.
pretty good. All right, here's what we'll do, Joe. If you're willing, why don't you stay on the line and let's play some Joe Namath trivia. You're pretty plugged into football and obviously into Joe Namath trivia. Call in the show right now if you want a chance to win some John Wooden Classic tickets against Joe Namath. We'll play, what should we call it? Who Knows Joe?
How about Under the Influence?
Okay, Under the Influence with Joe Namath. We'll do that. Give a call right now, 877-552-ESPN. All right, let me just say this, Joe. 877-552-ESPN, and then we can talk about whether or not that kiss is going to happen. All right, Joe Namath, unbelievable. On the line, what a thrill for me. We'll talk to him a little bit more, and we'll play Who Knows Joe, or also known as Under the Influence with Joe Namath. When we get back here on the Dave Dameshek Show, 710 ESPN.
Sports with Dave, he'll take you to the limit. Dave Dameshek Show.
710 ESPN, and I feel like the luckiest man on the face of the earth right now, because we are speaking to someone from my neck of the woods, Western Pennsylvania, Broadway Joe. Broadway Joe, did you hang through the break with us?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, you can do that. We're going to go to a commercial here in just a second. Actually, we're going to go to A. Martinez for a Sports Center update in just a moment here, if you can hang in there.
You promised me. You said I thought you were a classy.
No, yeah, I am. I just want you to know we're going to be playing a little. We're going to play the game.
Oh, my God.
Broadway Joe.
Couldn't care less.
But I just asked you to wait until we went to a commercial.
I'll be in the bathroom.
Well, it sounds like you're already in the bathroom. All right, let's go to A. Martinez right now for that Sports Center update. And when we get back, we will play the game. Who Knows Joe, a.k.a. What did he want to call it again?
Under the influence.
Under the Influence with Broadway Joe. Okay. All right. Take it away, A. Martinez.
Sports with Dave. He'll take you to the limit.
7:10 ESPN, Dave Dameshek. Time is running short for us, believe it or not. We've got USC and Memphis tipping off in a matter of moments here. So let's get to what we started here. We're lucky enough to be joined by Broadway Joe on the line. If you don't mind me saying this, I'm drunken Broadway Joe. Is that fair to call you that?
I thought, you said I could go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, you did, and then you did it on the air. So that's behind us now. Let's press forward.
What we know is we can improve.
Yes, that much can't be questioned. Now, Broadway Joe, I want to get somebody on the phone, and let's play a little game while we have you here. I think you want to call it again. What's the name you would like to call it? It'll be Joe Namath Trivia.
Joe, above the influence.
Well, it seems like that changes quite a bit. But anyway, so Broadway Joe, we're going to have you.
Over the influence.
Well, it keeps changing. Either way, thanks, Broadway Joe, for playing this game with us. And I think we have, let's go with Neil. Neil from Beverly Hills. Neil, what's going down tonight? Neil, you there?
And when I grew up, I used to go to the games with my dad at Shea Stadium. As a matter of fact, I used to sit next to Harry Belafonte. And you were my idol. All right? And I actually got a poster that Leroy Neiman had done of you at one time. And then when I went to school in Cincinnati, in my freshman year, which was the Heidi Bowl game, I got thrown in the showers when the TV went off to the Heidi game.
What do you think of that, Broadway Joe?
I want to kiss you.
Thank you, Joe.
That's nice, isn't it, Neil?
I believe everything that anybody else who has watched me shower is impressed with the same way that I am impressed with them.
Right. Okay. Broadway Joe, time's running short. So
Belafonte was a quality, classy guy.
yeah. All right. Well,
a nice touch on the
Neil, if you can beat, I'm gonna ask.
Also, Joe, I lived in Westport, Connecticut, which was right next to.
Neil, please, I want to give you a chance to win these tickets to the John Wooden Classic here. Where time's running short. Let's see who does better in Joe Namath trivia here. Who Knows Joe? Whoever answers first gets the question. All right. What NFL team did Joe's Jets beat in Super Bowl III?
In Super Bowl III, they
care less about who struggles.
All right, Neil, what's your answer?
In Super Bowl III, the Jets beat the Jesus, I just blank. The Oakland Raiders.
The Tuscaloosa.
No, the Oakland. It's on the Jesus.
All right, let's move to the next one here.
I think it is Tuscaloosa.
No, both of you are incorrect. Let's move to the next one there. Let's get that buzzer sound effect there, Dick Banks, to denote so Joe can keep up with where we are in this game here. Where did Broadway Joe go to college?
Alabama.
That's correct, Neil. Joe, do you wish to counter that?
Thank you, Joe.
All right, very nice. Hey, you know what? I think time's running too short. I'm going to call this one. Neil, I'm going to stop the bleeding here, and I'm going to let, hopefully, Broadway Joe get something on his stomach, probably sober him up. Neil, the good news is you're the winner. You get the tickets to the John Wooden Classic, okay?
I was in Tuscaloosa. I got nailed for DWI, drinking with Indians.
Oh, Joe. Broadway Joe. Is that any way to talk there?
It's true. I couldn't care less, Dave. I just want to kiss you. Yeah!
Broadway Joe, anything more that you'd like to ask of Broadway Joe, Neil, while we are lucky enough to have him on the line?
Ask me about Chad.
Neil, thank you very much. That was very funny.
Ask me about Chad Pennington.
Now, Chad, I'll tell you about Chad. He has no arm.
He's a passer, not a thrower, but he's got a touch on the football, and his mind is ahead of what the defense is.
Well,
never win with them. Jets support him. They will win the championship.
I don't think that's probably likely. I think they're mathematically already eliminated from playoff contention there, Broadway Joe.
They didn't support him.
Oh, I see. All right, well, listen, thank you very much, Broadway Joe. Neil, stay on the line, and we'll set you up with those tickets. But Broadway Joe, quickly, I don't want to push my luck because I feel so thrilled to be able to talk to you. We're both from, like I say, Western PA. You're from Beaver Falls, right?
I believe everything that anybody else who has watched me play thinks the same thing that impresses them.
Right, but I mean, yeah. All right, yeah. So,
look,
right.
It's a quality, classy town.
What is Beaver Falls?
Its mind is ahead of the rest of what the state thinks.
I see. Now listen, Broadway Joe, would I be able to compel you, like I say, I don't want to push my luck here, but could I compel you to maybe fly out, I'll pay for it, for you to join us here in the studio? It'd be such a thrill.
I couldn't care less.
Well, but, I mean, like I say, I'll pay for the flight.
What we know is we can improve.
Uh-huh. Well, you know how we could do it is if you paid us a visit here. I think it'd be a real thrill for everybody at the show to get a chance to meet the legendary, if drunken, Broadway Joe.
Let's play under the influence.
All right, well, we played already, and you lost because you didn't know where you went to college.
I have to go. Can I go to the bathroom? I want to kiss you.
All right, well, you got a lot on your plate there. You got a lot on your plate there.
About the show struggling.
Stop going to the bathroom during the show here.
And what we know is we can improve.
All right, on that, I'll let you go. But yes or no, though, Joe? Is it possible you maybe can fly out here? Like I say, I'll pay.
That's a quality, classy move.
Okay, good enough then. So we'll look forward to that. Maybe we could even do it as soon as next week if your schedule allows.
I want to kiss you.
Terrific. Thanks so much, Broadway Joe. Thanks for calling into the show. I really appreciate it.
Yeah!
All right, have a good night. There he goes. Broadway Joe. I don't want to disparage him. I'm thrilled that he called in, but he was drunk, right? I'm not crazy.
Hey, I say he's still got it.